Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Hey, tight end's right.
Roll out.
Everyone, got 4 down.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Now Gallman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's complete to Gallman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Coming to you.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And the cutback to the sideline. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
This is Gallman, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set 50, plant.
Gallman will run it. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll run here with Balazs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Breshad Perriman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6, pull it high. Out. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Here's Gallman. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
57. Mike, 57.
On first down, it's Rosen. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And some room to run now. 22 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line it. 15 line. Rock it. 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He sets to fire. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Single slot. 80.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Go. Ready.
He can run, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Fitzgerald with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Now Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now. Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Fight.
They start on the ground with Gallman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 60 yards. Check. 45 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Snap.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Bucs 40-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight ready.
Now Rudolph. Flushed out right. Airing it out for Olsen. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Tackle.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Get it.
He may try and run for this. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strong right. No. 3 down.
Rosen will throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Alpha.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They run it with Balazs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 46-yard line.
Got it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
You got 2.
They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
50 seconds to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll start on the ground with Balazs. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
What we got?
The 24-yard
Shift.
line.
Watch the shift. Shift.
Again, it's Balazs. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Ballage. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Move off focus.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Hit. Set up. 10-2, get it. Okay, break. Set, go. Let's go now. 91, hit it. Let's go. 8, read to hut. Ready to break. Fire. Here we go. 70, in now. Down. 50, Leaf River, Leaf River. Okay, ready? Shoot. Come on, set. Ready, ready. Here we go. 10 Loba, puck go. Set. 18 Gator. Hit it. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Get it. Ready. 60 Outlaw. Set, go. Set, ready. 30 base. Hit it. Here we go, set, to hut. Set up, 50, plant fire. Let's go now, now. Let's go, 18, Gator. Leaf River, Leaf River. Here we go, here we go. Shoot. Down. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Puck, go. Here we go. Hit it. Set. Get it. Ready, ready. Set, go. On the set. Hit it. Ready. 8, read. Say hut. Set, ready, fire. Here we go, set, 15, Lonnie. Now. Set, 10, Lobo. Leaf River, Leaf River. Let's go now. 18 Gator. Shoot. Let's go. 60. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Huck, go. Down. Hut. Come on, set. 30 base. Get it. Here we go. Set, go. Ready? Hit it. Ready, set. Set, hut. Set. Fire. Ready, ready, now. Ready, 18, Leaf River, Leaf River. Set, ready, 10, Tucson. Shoot. On the ready. Ready, ready! Here we go, set, hut, go! Set, hut, nine, hut, hut! On the double, get it!